at the 43.
Jump. Like that.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. So how about this for field position after the short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Second and 7 at the Ravens 11-yard line.
You got to wedge that. I'm on. Watch the edge. One foot.
On second down, it's Carson. And it's for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PA, plus the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Right there. 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
Throwing on second and 8. Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson, and it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
I got you.
Now Wilson on 1st down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the shotgun, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, he knocks him over. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Is good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
And the Raven 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson flush to his right. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, watch that. Mike 54.
They run it again with Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing.
35 now as they come up on first and 10. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before 50. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Wilson operating from the gun. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
41's the mark. 41's the mark. 19. Check 41. Watch the run. Watch the screen.
To throw again. Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Now it's Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
I don't even know why this team shot. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day. All day.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 12. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got a man. It's Brown. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, Have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Jackson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Throwing now is Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. On second down now, it's Carson. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
He was brought down by Marcus Peters. A gain of a yard brings up third and 10. Today's final score.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about